Get to our album chart and my two favourite men. Hello, Dan and Phil.
Hi, Jamila.
How are
Jamila.
you? Oh, there's two of you this week. That's much more settling.
I'm back. Look how tanned I am, Jamila.
He's slightly less transparent after a week in Florida.
He's lost a touch of the twilight.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. I like it. How's things?
Good. Did you buy me an Easter egg?
No.
Oh.
Well, I did. I ate it on the way, and I'm not sorry. It was good.
I ate
it was
yours as
very
well.
good. Fair enough. Fair enough. We're all even. What's happening on the show today?
Well, in celebration of Easter Sunday, we figured that we'd do quite a festively appropriate Dan vs. Phil challenge. So we are going to be playing egg roulette live on camera. Do you know what that is, Jamila?
I dare to ask.
It's when you get a whole bunch of boiled eggs, but then some of them aren't boiled eggs. They're actually just raw eggs, and you take it in turns smashing them on your head, and then one of them will turn out to be the runny one. And I don't know why we agreed to that.
Why do you hate yourselves?
I don't know. I mean, it's Easter, so we felt like we had to. But yeah, that's happening at 8 o'clock. So if you go on the radio website,
Ponder bunny ear situation.
Bunny ears.
Yeah.
They might be on the way.
Oh, good. Very strong.
Yeah.
Very nice. Gentlemen, how do people get in touch if they want to be on your show?
Well, you can go on the internet and tweet us at BBCR1 or leave a request on the Radio 1 Facebook page. Text us on 81199 or give us a call on 03700 100 100.
Beautifully done, Philip. All
Thank
right,
you.
do you have the album chart with you?
we
It's
do.
right here.
All right, take it away.
BBC Radio 1.
The home of the official album chart. This week's top 5 albums.
5.
Down 4, it is Kaiser Chiefs with Education, Education, Education and War. The Kaiser Chiefs have fallen 4 places to number 5 this week with their 5th studio album and their 2nd to top the official album chart since 2007's Yours Truly, Angry Mob. Kaiser Chiefs have topped the official singles chart just once in February 2007 with Ruby.
4.
Down 1, it's John Legend with Love in the Future. Love in the Future is the 4th John Legend album to have been produced by Kanye West, and John says the album has the feel of his first 2 albums, but taking the sound forward.
Yeah.
Love in the Future spawned current single All of Me, which is now the biggest single of John Legend's career, having peaked at number 2 on the singles chart.
Curves and edges.
3.
Down 1, it is Paloma Faith with A Perfect Contradiction. This album peaked at number 2 in the album chart last week. Cool fact, both of Paloma's previous albums have gone double platinum in the UK.
Just call her Platinum Paloma.
Do you reckon that's what her mum calls her?
Yeah.
And she was nominated for 2 Brit Awards in 2013, Album and Best British Female Solo Artist, but lost to Emily Sandé. Wow.
2.
It's a new entry from the Vamps with Meet the Vamps. The boys have supported Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez and McFly and let slip that after touring with Swiftie, they were invited round to her LA pad for a home-cooked curry and a little sing-along on the piano. Where was my invite, guys? Jeez, Meet the Vamps has given the boys 3 top 3 singles to date, Can We Dance, Wild Heart and Last Night.
1.
And a new entry. At number 1, it is Paolo Nutini with Caustic Love. This is the fastest-selling artist album of the whole of the year so far. Paolo was on the Live Lounge for Fern last Thursday, so get on Radio 1's YouTube channel if you want to see him covering churches. And remember that is he one of the acts that is confirmed for Big Weekend already this year, so big year for Paolo. Woo! Go Paolo. Congrats.
Oh, great. Thank you, guys. We better go get ready for all the mass humiliation.
Yeah, woo! I love
It's going to be
eggs.
fun. I mean, do you like your T-shirts?
We packed spares.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good. This is strong from you. Well, look, go get ready for the show. I'm going to see you later. Good luck. That's your show from 7 until 9.
Ciao.
They're taking your request. Bye. Thank you.
Lord Tennis Court, and before that Taylor Swift, and you're now listening to and watching Dan and Phil.
BBC
Radio
1.
Sup, everybody?
Hello.
Dan and Phil here on Radio 1 for the next couple hours on this happy Easter Sunday that I hope you are all having. But this is not a radio show. This is our special one that is completely controlled by you guys at home, where you guys request the music, we take your calls, we read your tweets. It is all about you guys, so make sure you don't just sit back and relax, but you get involved. Phil, how can people do that?
Well, if you're on the internet, you can tweet us at BBCR1, leave a request on the Radio 1 Facebook page, text us on 81199, or give us a call with your Easter voice on 03700 100 100.
But remember that this is the show that you can watch, as if you go to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1 right now on anything with an internet connection, even your mobile phone, you can see us in the studio, you can see pictures and videos to go along with the internet news, which is happening in about 15 minutes, the Dan vs. Phil challenge at 8 o'clock, which is going to be egg roulette tonight.
Oh, I'm terrified.
We'll be talking more about that later, and also we'll be playing Is Phil Smarter Than a 16-Year-Old? Oh, yeah. But most importantly, the videos, as people don't just call in to request songs on our show, but they actually send us homemade videos. It's like an amateur MTV, isn't it? or
Yeah.
what it used to be like 20 years ago. Phil, what's our next one?
We have a flashback to fetus Britney Spears now.
Fetus?
Well,
was she?
And she was like 17. Thanks to Alima, Chiara, and Victoria for their recreation of her first ever video. Look out for slow motion knee slides and synchronized dancing while walking downstairs. I would totally end up in A&E doing this. Here is Baby One More Time. Britney Spears, Baby One More Time, which weirdly I always used to hear as Bybin. Do you know when she goes, oh baby, baby? I'd hear, oh Bybin, Bybin. I was like,
What?
Who is this guy called Bybin she's singing
It doesn't
about?
sound like that at all.
Play it now.
Wait, okay, wait. Not real. What? How does that sound?
You can hear it though.
Bybin?
Bybin.
You are so weird.
I have problems.
Yes.
BBC Radio 1.
So it's Easter. Happy Easter, everyone. This week, to celebrate, I had the ultimate treat.
Oh, really? What was that?
An extra large, hot cross bun flavoured ice cream milkshake.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, my word. That sounds very, very indulgent.
It was about weird. It's like drinking a hot cross bun.
Yeah. How was that, weird or good?
Kind of the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I ate an entire bag of mini eggs to myself earlier, which I classed off as a festive treat, but I think I was just a bit sad.
Good work.
I was like, on this day, everything's okay about that. So yeah, I didn't feel too guilty.
Well, all this indulgence inspired my thought for this week's rehab topic.
Oh yeah, okay.
I thought, as it's Easter, people may have been eating loads of chocolate. You might have given up chocolate for Lent. We could have a Chocoholics Anonymous.
Yes, okay. So what we want today are your chocolate confessions, okay? What is the most chocolate you have ever eaten in one period? What is the most ridiculous situation you've ever been in to do with chocolate? What insane things have you done or would be willing to do to get chocolate? Have you left your boyfriend for sympathy chocolate from your friends? Have you stolen from your grandma? We want to know the most ridiculous chocolate-related things, okay? So let us know. Tweet with hashtags
Try that again.
Chocoholics Anonymous. Go to @BBC on Twitter, and then you can just copy and paste it because that's a bit of a mouthful. Or you can text us on 81199 or call us on 03700 100 100, and we will be reading out some of those after this next song.
Way too appropriately requested by Lauren on Facebook. Here's the 1975 with chocolate.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Like the third song? Did we go there?
We've done it.
Okay. Hashtag Chocoholics Anonymous. Let us know. Here's the 1975. So, we are talking about chocolate confessions with our hashtag Chocoholics Anonymous, okay? It's Easter Sunday. Many of you probably tried and failed to give up chocolate for Lent, but we want to know what the most desperate things people have done are. We got a text from James in Yeovil who said he once ate a triple pack of Jaffa cakes for breakfast, which is 36 Jaffa cakes, and it made him feel ill, and then he just went back to sleep. Wow.
That is a lot of Jaffa
Is there
cakes.
even room in a human stomach for 36 Jaffa cakes?
According to James, there is.
That is truly inspirational, okay?
Dan in Cornwall said, I once tried to melt 4 Easter eggs together to make a big one, then tried to eat it all and threw up.
That's like Frankenstein's monster. Just don't do that. It's a sin, okay? Millie said that she once sold an expensive bracelet that she got as a gift to a friend in order to trade it for a limited edition chocolate bar.
Oh.
Wow. That's quite passionate.
That's a true chocoholic. And Leah said, I once climbed a tree to find an Easter egg in a hunt, and I fell and broke my arm. Thanks, Dad.
So literally putting yourself in a lot of harm and pain on a
Yeah.
quest for chocolate.
Kind of worth it.
That is great. Yeah, this is exactly the kind of thing I want. Okay, if any of you have any more, tweet us with hashtag Chocoholics Anonymous, or call us or text us. That's very good. I'm happy with that one, I think.
I once drank directly from a chocolate fountain at a wedding.
Dude, no you did.
I did.
That's...
It was kind of delicious at the time, and then I regretted it.
Okay. You do know that chocolate fountains are like 50% oil.
What?
Chocolate doesn't flow. Yeah, okay. So when you're drinking from a chocolate fountain, it's just like vegetable oil.
It was kind of delicious, though, so...
Was it worth it?
Yes.
Really?
Definitely.
Okay, but that's an impressive story. I'm very glad you shared that with us. But now, Elise wanted a song that isn't usually played on Radio 1, so she sent us in a music video with an excellent animation of 2 stick people falling in love with each other. Here is Panic at the Disco with Collar Full.
Panic at the Disco, colourful. Now, a lot of you are eating your Easter meals right now with your family. Louise Callow on Twitter said, I'm hiding my phone at the dinner table to watch the Dan and Phil show, not risking missing any of it.
We're disrupting our family
That's
time.
dedication.
Dan and Phil, the home wreckers.
Dan and Phil. They escaped from the internet and climbed into your ears.
Elise, welcome to Chocoholics Anonymous. This is a safe place for you to talk about your chocoholic issues.
Hello.
Hi, Elise. So what is your story?
Well, it was like in the afternoon, and I just tidied my bedroom because I was really wanting chocolate, like so much, like my mouth actually started putting the flavour of it into my mouth.
Wow, I know the feeling.
Powerful
And then,
memories.
I tidied my room and everything, and I took loads of effort because I don't like doing it.
Yeah, nice.
And then I got the money to go to the shop, and there's one round the corner from me, 2 minutes.
Right.
So I walked around the corner, and that shop was shut. And I nearly cried. And then, I realised that there was a shop, but I had to get the bus.
Uh-oh.
So I got the bus, and I was on it for half an hour to get to the shop just so I could get some chocolate because I really, really wanted it.
Wow, so you did an hour-long round trip just for chocolate?
Yeah.
That is incredible. You're like Bilbo Baggins in The Hobbit.
Dude, seriously.
Just going to the mountain. Oh, that's Frodo, isn't it? Goes to the mountain.
General
Same
epic
thing.
quest.
Epic
That's
quest.
you.
So what would be at the top of your mountain, the best chocolate you could ever eat?
One that had popcorn in, as well as pickled onion crisp.
Oh.
It's really strange, but it's really nice with chocolate.
Really?
Pickled onion and chocolate? Really? Wow.
I could see you in Dragon's Den with that in a few years, you know. Pickled onion and popcorn chocolate. Put me first on the list. Okay, you've earned yourself a request. What would you like to hear tonight?
Could I have Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus, please?
Yes, you can. Who'd you like to dedicate these to?
Could I dedicate it to Amy, Rose, Louisa, and my family who have abandoned to get a signal?
Brilliant. This goes out to all of those. Make sure you brush your teeth after that pickled onion, popcorn, chocolate.
I will do. Thank you.
Teenage Dirtbag. Thank you to Emily. Hope everyone was singing along in their cars. I was singing along.
Get to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1 now to watch the Dan and Phil show on Radio 1.
But now the time has come for me and Dan to tell you all the stories that traditional shows might call pointless or irrelevant. But this is the news that you want to hear. This is the Internet News.
This is the Internet News.
Internet News.
A dog who was run over by a car has taken out his anger on vehicles in his local village. Here's a clip for everyone watching online. Jess the Border Collie was finally caught on camera puncturing a car's tyres after police received a number of reports of cars being damaged. But they were blaming the youths, but no, it was a dog on a quest for vengeance.
You can't blame him. He's just a tiny dog. A car's like a giant dinosaur going down the
Phil,
road.
I mean, it's funny that it's a dog, but it's just not the right attitude, is it? You know what I mean? It's like once I was really scared by a moth and I slapped a bottle of Ribena and it just fell all over the floor. But that doesn't make me kill a moth every time I see it.
I guess.
So the dog needs to learn to forgive and forget. You know, just my personal perspective on it.
Are you going to send it to dog prison?
No, that's not my responsibility.
This is the Internet News.
Yes.
Stunning pictures have been released of a 13-year-old golden eagle huntress in Mongolia.
What is that?
It's common for the Kazakhs of Western Mongolia to hunt with golden eagles during winter when temperatures can drop to -40 degrees.
Okay, for everyone that's not looking on the website, there is just a girl on the top of a mountain with a giant bird.
This is the most epic thing I've ever seen.
It's like the bird is bigger than the girl. How did she tame that? Why wouldn't it just annihilate her and destroy her face?
Obviously, she has the power. We could rent her out and just send it after our enemies, like...
See, that's not what she does. With power comes responsibility. That's why you don't have a giant eagle, Phil.
She could be the next Marvel superhero. I would watch that movie.
Eagle Girl.
Eagle Girl. Internet News.
And last weekend was a big weekend in the golfing world. Yeah, because not only did the US Masters take place in Augusta, but our very own Phil Lester played jungle golf in Florida, where he somehow managed to bounce a ball off a zebra's butt, according to your Twitter.
I did. I was playing jungle golf. It was a massive plastic zebra, which was not part of the course, and I whacked it, almost hit a child in the face with the ball, bounced off the zebra's butt, and almost went.
You're a danger to society. Well, anyway, thankfully, the internet saw fit to mash both mini golf and actual professional golf together in a video that sees golfing legends Angel Cabrera and Tiger Woods playing crazy golf on the famous course. So to everyone that wants a description, Tiger Woods is basically putting something through a windmill right now. Everyone's looking.
Do you know, I think more people would watch golf.
I'm surprised that professional kind of spectator sport golf, because if I had funding, you know what I mean, you could have crazy mini golf.
Yeah.
I'd happily let it become like a big sponsored sport if you could have like crazy danger windmills in it and stuff.
And they're already the best in the world, so if they've got triple loop-the-loop to contend with, it's going to be so much more exciting.
Tiger Woods could do it.
That was the Internet News.
The Internet News.
Wow. I've been practicing my husky voice. Could you hear that? Like, Internet News.
Yeah, really movie trailer-ish, Phil.
Does it sound sensual?
Don't know if that's how I'd describe it, but it was something.
Okay, well now we have some Avicii, thanks to Lucy for sending in this video, who I think is actually Lord, age 14.
Okay.
Would you agree with me? You'll see what I mean when you see separated twins. Here's silhouettes. Avicii silhouettes, thanks to Lucy. Did you ever get a glimpse of the Easter Bunny, Dan?
Did I ever get a glimpse of the Easter Bunny?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything for any 4-year-olds that may be listening, but once my godfather dressed up as an Easter bunny and came to a party with a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
But imagine kind of like a 6-foot man in a bunny outfit, just like coming into your living room when you're not expecting it. Everybody cried.
I'm getting Donnie Darko flashbacks.
Like, seriously, the idea of the Easter bunny still kind of gives me traumatic flashbacks, so thank you for bringing that up.
No worries.
BBC
Radio 1.
So, because it's Easter Sunday and everybody's eating a lot of chocolate, we asked people to tweet us their chocolate confessions with hashtag ChocoholicsAnonymous, which is currently the #1 worldwide trending topic. So,
wow,
y'all got some things to admit to, it seems like. Okay, Phil, what have people been saying?
We have one from Alex said, who I would give Susan Boyle a sponge bath for her height in chocolate.
Does anybody have a height on Susan Boyle? Like 5-something?
5-something.
Worth it? Yes.
It's a lot of chocolate.
Nothing wrong with Susan Boyle or chocolate. Okay, we've got one here.
Just had some strange mental images. Paige said, I cheated on an end-of-term quiz at school once just so I could win the prize of chocolate at the end. Paige, you did not deserve that chocolate.
It could be any page in the world, though, so please, teachers, don't punish her. It was only for the chocolate. That was quite a thing. And then at Fallout Phil says, I am actually allergic to chocolate, but once my cousin forced me to try some chocolate and I was sick in my mum's handbag because nowhere else to go.
I wonder if it tasted nice for her right at that time, though, just before she was sick.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can still enjoy it, but then you just instantly disagree with it into your mum's handbag, which I'm guessing she probably didn't appreciate.
See, I thought I had it bad being allergic to cats, but chocolate's just a whole other level. At least I don't have to eat cats.
Different level of cruelty, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, okay, thank you. You're all very brave for admitting that. Keep those stories coming in. But now, requested by Chloe on Facebook, here is the Kooks. She moves in her own way. That was the Kooks. She moves in her own way. And just so you know, Susan Boyle is apparently 5'3". 5'3" of chocolate?
I'd go for that.
Yes. Yes, you would.
So, stepping back into Chocoholics Anonymous, Aaron from Cornwall has texted in saying, I broke 4 teeth from biting into a frozen chocolate bar. Ow!
You broke 4 teeth.
That actually gave me pain in my mouth.
I know. Oh,
Why-
that was
why
like the 4D experience. That was terrible.
Why did you freeze a chocolate bar is my question.
Well, I mean, would you wait for something to defrost if you wanted it, Phil?
No.
No, exactly.
I'd give it slow licks.
Have I told you guys the story of my dog? No, okay, so my dog has a Chocoholics Anonymous to admit to. Once my mum decided to buy my dad a Cadbury Yard. There are other just long lengths of chocolates available, but visual image, okay? It's a very, very huge block of chocolate, okay?
Yep.
About 15 chocolate bars stuck together. And my dog likes chocolate, even though dogs obviously aren't supposed to have chocolate.
Yep.
So my mum thought, okay, I'll put it on top of the wardrobe in my bedroom, and the dog won't be able to jump like 12 foot into the air onto the top of this giant wardrobe.
No.
So then we all left the house, went to work, went to school. We came back, and then just from the front door to the stairs and going around the corner, there was just a trail of tin foil.
Oh, no.
And everyone was just like, no, what has happened? So then we all went upstairs, and then we found that my mum's drawer, which had all of her jewellery and everything on it, was just on the floor.
Right.
Everything was everywhere, and then there was no chocolate bar. We run around the house going, oh God, what's happened? What's happened? We find our dog stood by the entrance to the garden, just like whimpering, and we're like, no, the whole thing. How did you even do that? So, I mean, we were all kind of flabbergasted at the fact that the dog somehow managed to get up to it. But then, you know, as you can imagine, the next morning, it didn't agree with the dog.
Oh,
that
no.
wasn't a very pleasant morning for the family on that Saturday.
That's horrific.
But yeah, that was a pretty chocoholic confession there from the dog.
Hope the dog feels better about itself now.
But now, it is time for our happy video of the week. Oh yeah, where beautiful, talented people from strange places just won't stop making amazing videos to Pharrell's happy. What did you say you wanted to say?
I saw Pharrell crying on Oprah.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with crying because you're so happy about how inspirational you are.
I think
Pharrell.
we contributed to his tears, though, because we play so many happy videos on our show.
Every single week.
People all around the world.
Okay.
This one comes from Kazan. Do you know where that is?
No. Kazan. Never heard of that place.
It's a place in Russia.
Okay.
So if you want to know what that looks like, get on the website now, as it's truly excellent. It features a load of snow, newlyweds, and a horse on a skateboard.
Wow.
Here is happy. Can you hear that, Dan? It's the sound of Pharrell's tears. We did it.
BBC
Radio 1.
We released more tears.
We did, in a good way.
Yeah.
In a way that he's happy that he inspired the world.
Harriet, welcome to Chocoholics Anonymous. Would you like to share your story with us today?
Well, it was about 2 a.m. and I was really craving some chocolate.
Okay.
And so without thinking what I looked like, I got to the garage, and just as I was about to walk in, I realised I was in my dressing gown.
So the thrall of the chocolate was so much, you just went out in your dressing gown.
It was like sleepwalking. Your body was just like, no, this is a need that I just need to make you do. Wow.
So you were there outside the garage. Did you go through with it? Did you go buy the chocolate?
Well, I couldn't exactly go back, so I went in and I got like a whole basket full of chocolate.
Totally worth it. And did you eat it all that night as well?
Yeah, but I regretted it the next morning.
Of course, of course. That's dedication, 2 a.m., waking up with a midnight craving.
Did you get stared and judged by the person at the garage?
Yeah, he was just laughing at me the whole time.
Why is she wearing that? Why is she buying so much? Why is it 2:30?
What's
It
your
was an
dressing?
appalling dressing gown as well.
What's it like? What colour is it?
It had Hello Kitties on it.
Oh, swag. Yeah, no, that's cool. I'd judge you so much less. I'd wear that outside, just in the day.
I definitely would. Well, that has earned you a request. What would you like to listen to tonight?
Can I have Hey Ya by Outkast, please?
Yes, you can. Any dedications on this one?
Can I dedicate it to Becky, Ali, Bessie, Lucy and Georgia?
This goes out to all those people I just forgot the names of. Here is Outkast. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Hey, Outcast, for Harriet in her Hello Kitty dressing gown. It's now time to talk about...
Dan versus Phil.
Okay, so Dan versus Phil is where every show at around 8 o'clock, me and Phil do some kind of horribly physically degrading challenge against each other live on camera on the Radio On website. And as we said at the start of the show, as it is Easter Sunday, we should try to do something a bit festively appropriate. So, we are going to be playing what is known as egg roulette.
No.
How this works is me and Phil will be sat down in some chairs opposite each other, surrounded by 9 eggs. Okay, 6 of these eggs are hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
3 of them are just raw eggs. We have to take it in turns to smash these eggs on our head, but we don't know which ones will just be boiled and then which ones will explode all over our faces.
But I always lose in games of chance. Whenever I'm going to roll a dice or toss a coin, I always lose.
Oh man, I can't believe we agreed to this. Why couldn't we have a chocolate eating contest? That would have been appropriate.
Yeah.
Just not horrifying with getting disapproving looks from people. Okay, we have to go with this.
Okay.
Right, so if you want to see the absolute peril and terror that will be Dan and Phil playing egg roulette live on camera, then get to bbc.co.uk/radio1, as that will be happening right after this. As we prepare, Lizzie has taken us all along with her on her holiday to Greece.
There seems to be a lot of wild cats and goats in this video. Maybe they're taking over Europe.
Here's Bombay Bicycle Club, Shuffle.
Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
Okay, the time has come. The Dan versus Phil challenge of egg roulette. Phil, how do you feel?
Excited.
Come
I've been waiting all day to say
Oh
that.
man, really?
No, I'm actually terrified.
Okay,
They
so we
all
have-
look like eggs. You can't tell the difference.
No, 6 are boiled, 3 are not, and now we have to take in turns smashing them on our faces. Okay, if you want to watch this happen live on camera right now, it is bbc.co.uk/radio1. And for everyone else, here is Waves, Mr. Probs.
This is BBC Radio 1.
BBC Radio 1.
Dan versus Phil.
I don't understand.
I don't think either of us want to put on a pair of headphones from the studio right now, for reasons that are probably quite apparent to everyone watching online. That was horrifying.
My hair feels disgusting.
That was an incredibly tense experience. I felt like I was going to have about 19 heart attacks, and okay, we won't spoil too much. We will formally announce the winner of Dan vs. Phil next, after this next song. If you haven't been able to watch what just happened, we'll put it on the Radio 1 YouTube channel very soon, but here, with a video made by Hannah, is the Maccabees. Toothpaste Kisses.
BBC
Radio 1.
Okay, so the time has come to formally announce the winner of this week's Dan vs. Phil challenge. Hello.
Hi.
What is your name?
Han.
Were you watching the egg challenge?
Yeah, I was.
How did we do? Did it look horrible?
You did okay, I suppose.
Oh, thanks.
Well, I mean, we both did pretty badly, didn't we? I mean, oh God,
Yeah.
What did it look like when that one just erupted all over my face? Apparently, I hit the egg onto my head so hard that it actually managed to hit Phil.
It did. It hit me in the face as well.
A violent egg.
It looked disgusting.
So you're not going to be copying our behaviour then?
No, thanks.
Good.
So you have the important task of announcing the winner of Dan vs. Phil. Are you ready?
I suppose.
Do you need a drum roll?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay. Go for it. You can
And
go
the
now.
winner... and the winner of Dan vs. Phil is nobody because you both drew.
There we go.
Should there even be celebratory music
I
here?
don't know.
No.
No. Okay, well, thank you. So the egg has leaked through my clothing, and I just have a bit of, like, chick just dribbling down my nipple,
Don't
I think.
refer to it as a chick.
That's what it is, Phil.
No.
I have bits of chick dribbling down my nipple, and it's cold.
Nice.
Dan.
It's the meaning of Easter.
I was lucky because mine completely missed all my clothes and went straight onto the floor. So I made a lucky escape. But Han, that was some very great announcing. I think I'd like to give you a song.
Thanks. Can I have Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg?
Yes, you can.
Any dedications on this song?
Can I dedicate it to Karina and Jen and everyone else who was making me dedicate it to them?
Yes, this goes out to everyone, all of your loyal subjects. Thank you very much, Han.
Thank you.
Thanks.
like the EastEnders advert with like the trap beat there. Like, EastEnders.
I've never heard EastEnders say in a more dramatic voice though.
Dramatic and swaggy.
EastEnders. Incredible video alert now.
Was it appropriately incredible? I lined up a klaxon, a glass smash, and the sound from Inception at the same time there. Do you want to hear it again?
Perfect. Yeah, go on.
Say it.
Incredible video alert. I need that as my alarm on my phone in the morning.
How annoying would that be? You got a text and then...
Okay.
Everyone would hate you.
Enough. Morning Gale from YouTube has made us an insanely great futuristic video to muse.
Okay.
It's like Ghost in the Shell had a baby with Tron. It's that good.
Wow.
And also the brilliant track didn't hurt either. Get to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1 now to watch this. Here is Muse with Undisclosed Desires.
The Dan and Phil Show on Radio 1. It's like eating a cake, but with your ears.
Wow, that video is so good. Thank you, Gail. It was like eating a pick and mix with my eyes.
Wow. It gave you that sensation, did it?
If you want to give me that sensation, then please make a music video and send it to Dan and Phil at bbc.co.uk. All you need to do is upload it to your favourite video sharing website and then send us a link.
And we could be playing it in next week's show. Awesome! But, okay, now it's time to get very, very, very serious, Phil, in a way that I don't think you're prepared for, okay? So, all this week, it has been Radio 1 Revision Week, where we've been putting on revision power hours, we've been playing lots of music to help you guys at home revise. We, right now, are about to do something slightly less helpful than everyone else has been doing during the week. We are going to play Is Phil Smarter Than a 16-Year-Old?
Oh, no.
So,
I didn't sign up
Phil,
for this.
in my left hand, I have some basic GCSE questions, okay? And the name of the game...
I had no idea this was going to happen.
The name of the game is how well do you remember your GCSE knowledge, Phil?
Not very well.
Well, we'll find out. If you guys at home try to guess along, then you can say that it's revision. So, productivity, don't say we don't help. So, everybody, open your minds up and get ready. Okay, Phil.
Yes.
First question. Science, this one. What is the metabolic rate? Is it A, the speed at which our food is digested, B, the speed at which chemical reactions take place, or C, the speed at which we eat?
Everyone says they've got a high metabolism, which means digesting food.
Wrong! It is B, the speed at which chemical reactions take place in our bodies. Okay, so if you are a 16-year-old and you got that right, Phil, bad start. Okay.
I want to appeal.
Okay, our next question is a math question. For everyone watching online, you'll be able to see this. I have a diagram here for you, Phil. Just look at this.
Okay.
Cross-section of angles.
I'm looking at that.
Find angle A.
I was rubbish at angles.
What is angle A? So you have one which is 60%, one which is 100 in degrees. I'm not entirely sure what that means. But Phil, what is A?
A is opposite the 100 degrees.
Yeah.
So that would mean it's also 100 degrees.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Wrong. The answer is 110 degrees. All the angles have to add up to 360 degrees, obviously, to make a circle. So A equals 360 degrees minus 60 degrees minus 100 degrees minus 90 degrees, because look, that was a right angle, giving you 110. Phil, disappointment there. Remember, right angles can be symbolized by a square.
Your mum's a square.
That's not acceptable, okay? You shouldn't say things like that. Our next question is a French question, okay? So, did you do French?
No.
That's probably not helpful. What is this sentence?
Ma mère s'appelle Nadia. Elle est employée de bureau, mais elle n'aime pas travailler sur l'ordinateur.
Do you want that again, Phil?
Yes.
Okay, what is this sentence?
Ma mère s'appelle Nadia.
That's my mum, is Nadia.
Elle est employée de bureau, mais elle n'aime pas travailler sur l'ordinateur.
Okay, so what does that mean?
My mum's name is Nadia.
Yes.
She licked a desk.
She works in an office, so that almost, but very dangerously wrong there.
And is related to a computer.
But she doesn't like working on a computer. To say that you didn't do French, I am going to give you a ding for that. Okay, that was extremely impressive, Phil.
You.
Well done.
I remember Lord in a chair. I don't know where that's from.
And our last question in Is Phil Smarter Than a 16-Year-old is geography.
Right.
in the Rocks and Landscapes department.
My favourite.
How are you on Rocks and Landscapes?
I can't get enough landscapes.
Big fan? Okay. Which type of settlement can be found where chalk meets clay? A.
Chalky clay.
A nucleated settlement.
Right.
B. A linear settlement. C. A spring line. Or D. A market town. Which type of settlement can be found when chalk meets clay?
I'm going to go with spring line.
Spring line? That is correct.
Yes.
That was a guess, wasn't it?
It was a complete guess.
Don't lie. Okay, kids, don't just make things up on your GCSEs, okay? I know it's fun to guess and feel fluked, but anyway, so 2 out of 4. I think you passed. Well, I'm very proud. Are you happy?
I'm graduating.
Okay, you passed your GCSEs again. Well done. You guys at home, I'm actually curious. If you were doing those subjects, text me in 81199. Did you pass, or are you worse than Phil? Because
that would be sad.
Probably have done more revision power houring. But if you need more help, then just go to the Radio 1 website, as there is a link to BBC Bite Size, where all of the BBC's revision help is going on. And also, Alid and the Surgery are doing a revision special after this show, so look forward to that. But now, requested by Adam on Facebook, here is Sam Smith with Money on My Mind. Well done, Phil.
Money on my mind. When... Smith, who's infiltrated my brain. Like, usually I'll get a song stuck in my head.
That's a headline. Okay.
No, I'll get a song stuck in my head, but I just have money on my mind, or like in my head all the time. I don't know why, just his voice.
That sounds very... So you'd just be like making toast in the morning, and then it's like Sam Smith's hiding behind the fridge just going, money on my mind.
Yeah, you must have heard me making a cup of tea and just saying that just into the kitchen for no reason.
Well, there we go. That sounds very traumatic. I've got some texts here from people that are reacting to whether or not they're smarter than the 16-year-old that's smarter than Phil.
Okay.
Molly said, I'm literally doing all of those subjects, but I only got one right. Molly, check out BBC Bite Size. Okay. Sophie said, I have failed everything apart from maths, but I already passed my exams last year. Don't know what that says. And then we've got one here from Maidstone who says, I'm 13 and I beat Phil.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Lucy.
This is BBC Radio 1.
So I never really told you about Florida, because I was away last week.
You didn't. Phil was not here last week, and look how tanned he is after a week in Florida.
A load of extra freckles, which I can connect the dots on if I ever get locked in a room. And I went to Gatorland, which is the land of the gators.
You went to a place called Gatorland in Florida? Wow, okay.
And there was a man there that I met who goes every single day to look at the gators.
No. Every day?
He's got a lifetime pass. I was like, are you going to be here on Christmas? And he's like, when it's open, I'll be here with the gators.
That's a bit creepy or nice, or is it like an awe?
I think he either wants to be a gator or mate with one. I hope it's the first one.
Either way, it's probably illegal.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gatorland, that sounds fun.
That's fun.
How's your squirrel bite healing? Because obviously we know that you tried to take a picture of a squirrel and got violently attacked and drew blood.
It's actually healed suspiciously fast.
That is suspiciously fast.
What does
this mean? Do you feel symptoms of rabies?
Not really.
I know what this is.
What?
This is like the UK version of Teen Wolf is happening right now. The fast healing. Yeah. You are Squirrel Man.
Squirrel Man.
That is a terrifying mental image.
What would my powers be?
Just imagining Phil crossed with a squirrel. Wow. Okay, I'll be on the lookout for that. If I come home and just find you filling a cupboard with acorns for no reason, I'll go buy a crossbow and do the right thing.
Don't look in the cupboard, Dan. Just don't look in the cupboard. It's already begun.
Okay. Well, now we have a lot of emotional angst coming courtesy of Georgia in the form of a music video that she made for her creative media diploma. Diploma. That sounds good, isn't it? Here is a bit of the fray.
I got dumped once while I was watching Darren Brown, and I get heartache whenever I see him.
What does that have to do with anything?
Angst.
That was How to Save a Life by The Fray on Radio 1. Thank you very much, Georgia. I'd just like to announce that we have formally got a new little sound to play on our desk. Phil, this is Sam Smith featuring Phil.
Money on my mind. Are we keeping that on the show now?
Yeah. I'm going to always have that at my disposal.
That was terrible.
Let's just appreciate that again.
Money on my mind.
I like the puberty that happens towards the end of it there. It's like a sad frog.
My voice is breaking.
Okay.
Don't
anyway,
feel bad about it.
Now it's time to speak to Aled from the surgery. Hello, Aled.
Hello.
Wow,
that was moonwalking.
Moonwalk entrance, smooth.
I couldn't come up from underneath the desk because my knee's too bad, so I thought I'd moonwalk instead.
But you're getting well soon?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Good to know.
That is good to know. How did you think I did it on that revision quiz?
Terrible.
Yeah, absolutely terrible.
We've been speaking about people aptly failing to give up chocolate for Lent today and the general lengths that they've gone to eat chocolate. Are you a chocolate fan?
You're talking to the original chocolate fan. I discovered chocolate orange and popping candy in one today.
What?
Really?
It was one of those moments where my other half was talking to me and I was like, no, stop talking to me, I need to enjoy this, hang on. And I just like,
yes, I'm having a moment to myself.
And he goes, you are going to share that? I'm like, am I Al? No way. So yeah.
Okay, you can relate to everyone else. Good to know.
We had a girl on earlier that was talking about chocolate, popcorn and pickled onion.
No.
Okay.
That complicates the chocolate. More chocolate, the better.
Okay, I think we all agree on that one then.
Yes.
So what's going down on the surgery this
Well, I want to make it chocolate now. You got me thinking about chocolate.
It's a chocolate-themed
No,
episode.
we need to do a revision special.
Yes.
Because we've been talking about it on Radio 1 all week. So tonight, the ultimate guide to revision. Maybe you're stressed about revising. Maybe you're struggling with the topics. Whatever is on your mind. If you're trying to revise and you can't, we are there to help.
I'm going to be listening, because I was rubbish.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, Phil, you need to listen quite badly.
Yeah, if I ever have to learn anything, be it like revision notes or lines, I just cannot keep anything in my head.
And the day that a right angle is the difference between life and death for you, Phil, you'll be glad. Because previously, I mean, everyone jokes about that, but when you're on like an exploding submarine, you're like, oh, I need to solve this equation. There you go.
Yeah, I need to know those things.
What do you do when you revise then? How do you revise?
I just try and read it, and then read it again, and then read it again, and it just doesn't go in my head.
See, I will be reading it and thinking about the fact that I'm reading it, and I'll go, oh, I'm reading this now for the third time, and not actually reading the words.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking too much.
Just having a conversation with yourself.
Hence why it never goes in. So, tip number 1, read.
Yes.
So there you go. More stuff like that in 20 minutes.
And how can people get in touch if they want?
Well, the phone number is 03700 100 100, or you can text us on 81199. We hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thanks, Elliot.
Bye.
For all your revision needs, head to the surgery after our show.
Indeed. We will be lolling with/at your friends and family struggles with technology next in Sorry I Don't Know How to Internet, so do not go anywhere. But now Michelle has sent us a montage of inspirational photos to Imagine Dragons. Should it inspire you to climb a mountain, or buy a kitten, or just to revise? Here's On Top of the World. Imagine Dragons, On Top of the World. Thank you, Michelle, for that video.
BBC
Radio 1.
So it is very hard to keep up with modern technology these days. For example, Phil is using a 7-year-old laptop because he's too afraid to buy one that will be instantly replaced.
Hey, like it's still working.
It's literally a fossil. It doesn't work. One of the hinges that keeps the screen on isn't there anymore.
Yeah, the screen is half broken, the mouse doesn't work, the programs don't work, and the battery dies if it's not plugged in.
And if that's Phil, imagine how your grandma feels. This is Sorry I Don't Know How to Internet.
Internet? Isn't that a misplaced tennis serve in Yorkshire?
I don't get all this facial book.
The World Wide What?
Sorry, I don't know how to internet.
Our first story comes from Lucy. It's going to be read out by the smooth Irish tones of Phil Taggart as well, by the way.
My dad gets mixed up with social media. I've probably spent 4 weeks explaining that what he calls Instagram is actually Instagram, and what he calls ChatSnap is really Snapchat.
ChatSnap? What would ChatSnap be? Is it like an app where you try to talk to each other, and if you say the same thing at the same time, we just have to go BAM! Is that it, do you reckon?
I've got a better one.
Okay.
Okay, you get to speak to people for 5 seconds at a time, and then it randomly chooses someone else.
Insane app-based speed dating.
Yeah.
Phil, go home and pattern that right now.
Deborah Meaden is listening.
Okay.
Get off my idea.
Our next story comes from Maria. This one with a picture.
Once I accidentally emailed my Spanish teacher a Dan and Phil fan fiction instead of my Spanish homework. She replied, Emily, I think you sent me the wrong file. Although it's good writing, it isn't very appropriate for your homework. After I apologized, she wrote back saying, it's fine. I enjoyed reading the story. Very odd, but good.
Wow. Oh, that is a horrifying mistake to make. And trust me, I know there are some bad things out there that you do not want to send to your teacher.
We do not want to open the door into fan fiction.
Although maybe someone could make one that's more appropriate for a Spanish teacher.
Maybe.
Someone should make, like, the chorizo fic. Actually, no, that opens the door for kind of bad things. Next one.
Lena!
My dad thought that deleting all my files could make the internet faster.
That's it. Dad, so he deleted everything. All the pictures, documents, life history.
Oh, wow. Just everything completely obliterated.
It's a fresh start. Maybe that feels like kind of a...
just liberating.
Colonic irrigation.
Like, oh, yeah, that's exactly what everyone wanted you to say. Okay, the next one comes from Hattie.
My friend likes to send weird emails to her friends during our school IT lessons. And a couple of years ago, she sent an email to her friend saying, hi, little baby fats. Already pretty weird. However, to her horror, she found out later she had sent it to a teacher with the same surname. This teacher was pregnant at the time.
Oh, no.
She did not see the funny side.
Ouch.
Well, at least you're saying it was baby fat.
Hey, little baby fat. Ah, that's... I mean, firstly, that's a strange name for your friends, but wow.
My mum used to call me little piranha fish.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I repressed it or something.
Yeah, is there some issue there that you're not remembering?
The piranha incident.
Do we not want to remember that? Okay.
No idea. Ashley, this is the last one.
My cousin and I were at my grandma's house and she was looking for a new book to read. She asked my cousin, Kate, wasn't there a book you liked? I think it's called Face Something. Do you remember it? We both gave her a blank stare for a moment before we realised she was talking about Facebook.
Wow.
Just a blank stare. Imagine if Facebook was actually a book, though.
I don't think I'd want a book of my entire history on Facebook. That would be horribly cringeworthy.
Maybe if you get to 100 years old, Mark Zuckerberg can be like, here is your Facebook.
The internet telegram. Mark Zuckerberg's like, congrats of 100 years of Facebook. Here's everything you said when you were 12. No. Mortifying. Okay, thank you so much for sending in those. That was Sorry I Don't Know How to Internet. And if you have any stories of funny technological issues that your friends or family have had and you want us to read them out, all you have to do is email them to danandphil@bbc.co.uk. And if you have any picture or video evidence of what you're talking about, that would be magical. Thank you.
So, a couple of weeks ago, we played Avril Lavigne's Girlfriend, which we realised was 8 years old.
I know, right?
It made me feel so old. Well, we realised this next song is 12 years old. Thanks to Lauren, we're all dying.
Wow. Thank you for reminding us of the inevitability of death. 12 years.
Here's Skater Boy.
Morning.
4 a.m. At that time,
I'll be asleep.
I'm waking up.
Turn this up. It's time for the listeners to get involved. This is Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
So my hair is starting to smell of an omelette. I'm just saying, I didn't manage to remove it that successfully. Wet wipes only go so far. Was it worth it for their entertainment? Yes.
I think it's probably worth it.
I have lots of chocolate waiting for me at home, so as long as I picture that, everything is okay.
Yeah.
Although I have a memory. My grandma used to have a chocolate egg Easter hunt in her garden every year, and a bunch of kids would come over. But I remember, like, she always used to put the eggs in the exact same place every single year for, like, at least 5 years.
So it's kind of less of a hunt after a while.
I enjoyed it for, like, the first couple of years, because I was like, okay, yeah, so I'm kind of cheating a bit. This is good, I'm getting the chocolate. But afterwards, it just became, like, an unnecessary chore to just collect chocolate. I just used to be like, Grandma, please, just give me a bowl full of chocolate. And she'd be like, oh, you'll never guess. And I was behind the bird tree, but yeah. Good times.
That's some good times.
It was some good times. More people admitting to some crazy stuff on the internet.
Yeah, Nikki said, I ate my whole chocolate advent calendar in just a couple of minutes, so yeah, December was ruined for me.
I bet your stomach appreciated that.
Billy Hanley said, I ate 12 chocolate-covered cornflake cakes yesterday, and my bowels are paying for it now. TMI.
That's spiky as well, isn't it? As well. Wow, okay.
Milky Phillips said, wait, hashtag Chocoholic Anonymous is trending in Sweden.
Really?
You guys have got, like, the best chocolate of all time. I'm not surprised.
Could you imagine how bad the situation is over there in Sweden?
And Fan Toilet Seat said, I hate it when chocolate runs out, so I have 7-month-old chocolate in my room.
Oh!
And it still tastes good.
I don't like chocolate goes like flaky when you leave it though. It's gone slightly out of date, man. Okay, so I want to say thank you to all of the people that have joined in with our hashtags Chocoholics Anonymous, because I really feel like we're no longer judging each other about the depths that we all go to just to have a little bit of snacking.
We've united the world in a chocolatey way.
We have indeed.
Now, we're going to go to Facebook for Carly, Smash Mouth All-Star.
Mouth All-Star on Radio 1. I found out the other day that Phil has never seen Shrek 2.
Well, I have seen it now, but
at the
I had it at the time.
I was like, dude, really?
I saw it yesterday.
It counts as one of the good Shreks.
It was so good. I didn't know if it was going to be good, and it was brilliant. Shrek 2.
Was that your movie review?
Yes.
There we go.
Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
4.5 stars.
4.5 stars. Good, generous. Who's your favourite character?
Puss in Boots.
Well, he got his own film out of it, didn't he? Good. You could work for Empire, Phil.
I'm working on it.
That was excellent. Okay, so happy Easter Sunday to everyone. That was a really profound show, I thought.
Do you want to know something sad?
Yeah, sure.
Didn't get any eggs.
Really?
No.
No one got you any eggs?
No one got me any eggs.
Your family lives 300 miles away. Is that part of it?
They're actually on a cruise ship right now, so I don't blame them.
They're not even thinking of
you.
They
could have just launched one across the sea or something.
I will find you an Easter egg, Phil.
Thanks, Dan.
I cannot let this sadness happen. Not indeed. But now, shall we thank everybody that contributed to our show in the end credits?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Thank you to Emma,
Lou,
and Lucy,
Alima,
and Kiara,
Victoria,
and Lauren,
Elise,
and Emily,
and Lucy,
and Lara,
and Harriet,
and Lizzie,
and Hannah,
and Adam,
and Georgia,
and Michelle,
Lauren,
and Carly,
Lara,
and Lucy,
Maria,
and Lena,
Hattie,
and Ashley. There we go. The revision special from the surgery is coming up next. Here, requested by Lara on Facebook, is Justin Timberlake with Rock Your Body. Good night, everyone.
Money on my mind.